Hey guys, Dan from beagameCharacter.com here, and today we're going to talk about dips. Dips are a fantastic exercise for your triceps and your pecs to an extent, but mostly your triceps. Okay, they are a push exercise. They're a good substitute for push-ups. If you're getting tired of doing push-ups, you can always push triceps and put triceps in their place in most workouts. I mean, they're really good for just building good general overall arm size and strength. Okay, if you're looking to bulk up in your arms, you got to build up your triceps. It's the largest muscle in your arm right here, all right? And you know, even if you're not looking to bulk up, getting strong triceps means basically everything else you do in regards to pushing is going to be stronger. You know, bench presses, push-ups, overhead presses, anything that involves any kind of pushing motion, dips will help you out. I use them as supplementary exercises in basically all of my workouts. I love dips. Okay, now we're going to start at the beginning and work our way up to the most complex forms that we got. So we'll start with this. Now, you may notice I'm in my dining room. That's because that's where you're going to start training your dips, okay? So in my dining room I've got a table here and I have chairs. We're going to start with the chair, okay? My chair right here is my dip station. I'm going to put my hands in the corners. I'm going to scoop my butt off. This is level 1. This is the very beginning of getting your dips. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to bend my arms and go down, all right? When you're just starting out, this may be the furthest you get. That's fine. You know, get a little burn going in your triceps there. As you get stronger, you want to get your body rigid. You want to be able to go ahead and lower yourself down. Notice how I fold, all right? I start up nice and rigid, and I fold down, drop my weight, and then I go back up again, okay? One more time. I go all the way down and back up. That's just the start of your dips, okay? So again, beginner level right here, all right? This is your happy place. This is fine. As you get stronger, you get lower. Scoot your feet out further, get lower, until finally basically you're taking your butt all the way to the floor. That's got to do with strength, and it's got to do with range of motion in your shoulders. So build up to it. That's the first step. Now for step 2, you're going to want another chair. I've got 2 now. The theory is basically the same, but now, instead of putting both my hands in one chair, I'm going to put my hands on a chair on either side. Same form, my feet are out in front, I'm going to get down and back up. These will start to work your pecs in addition to your triceps, okay? So after doing these, you're going to feel a little bit more in your chest, as well as your tris here, and it's going to work your tris a little bit more because now they're spread out. They're not just smooshed up next to each other in one chair. You've got a wider range of motion. You're going to be able to get your shoulders down lower between your hands because you're not backing into the chair anymore. And you're going to go all the way down as far as you can and back up again. Once you're comfortable with that, you move on to the next step. Now here we are at step 3. Now as you can see, I brought in a third chair. I've got 1, 2, and 3. If you don't have chairs, by the way, you could use other stuff too, cinder blocks or something like that, whatever you got on hand, but I imagine you got chairs, most people do. What you're going to do is, same as before, hands on the chair, but now your feet go up in the third chair, okay? This is going to increase the leverage on your arms, it's going to make it harder, okay? It's going to add more strength to the workout here. And same as before, dip down and back up again. Notice how low I get between the chairs. I'm not sacrificing my range of motion, just getting harder. Again, one more time, down and back up. So that's the next level up, and then we're going to move on to the next one, which you'll see in a second. Okay, so here we are again. We're at the next level. For this, we've taken away our third chair, as you can see, and we're going to start off just trying to do free hanging dips. Now you'll notice, if I go here, my knees just bang into the ground. If you're just starting out, you need something to boost yourself up on here. I mentioned cinder blocks before. They work great, okay? Put cinder blocks up here, let your knees hang, and then you do just free dips down and up. However, if you want to kick it up another notch and you don't have cinder blocks on hand, what you can do is L-sits, okay? This is where you pull your feet up like this and sit in a pike. Okay, I'm going to do it without talking, because talking while you're doing this is kind of difficult because your abs are used in both talking and holding that tight L-sit, okay? But again, I'm just going to lift my feet up straight, and I'm going to sit in the air, and I'm going to do dips down and back up again. So, out and go. You can see it's pretty tricky. But once you start doing that, you're working a great core workout in addition to really working your triceps and your pectoral muscles. So one more time. Brace up. to build up to that, if you do have something to brace up on here, you put them up higher, rest up higher, and instead of sticking your legs out straight, you can keep them up like this. That's an easier method. But again, if you don't have anything to brace on, my feet are on the floor right there, no good. So I need something to raise myself up, or I need to do it on something a little bit higher, you know. I mean, if you got tall stools or something like that, that'll work too. Next level. Now here we moved over to my crazy contraption of a pull-up bar. You may have seen this in my pull-ups and pull-up progression video. What I did is I just went to the local hardware store and I got 2 lengths of rope and a couple of short pieces of PVC pipe that I had lying around, and I made some rudimentary gymnastics rings. Now they're not really rings because they're not round and they don't rotate like rings do, but for the most part they'll serve our purposes. Also on my pull-up bar here you can see I've got these great rock rings that I got for Christmas. These are fantastic for building grip strength. You can do pull-ups on them and stuff like that, but that's outside the scope of this workout. If you are checking out the Ryu Hayabusa workout, however, these are mentioned, and you can see what they look like here, and I talk about doing uneven pull-ups with them to help start building strength towards one-arm pull-ups. Again, outside the scope, but just giving you an idea what they look like. Anyway, we're in dip land right now. So, next level up from doing dips on the chairs is doing dips on the rings. Now, some people have an easier time doing dips on rings than they do on chairs, or if you're in like a gym, they have dip stations, which is where you just got these 2 bars that you brace up when you do dips. Some people like the rings a little bit better because they can rotate their hands. However, the rings make it more difficult in one respect, and you have to tighten your core and hold all your stabilizer muscles in place as you're doing your dips. All right, your hands will rotate a little bit as you do them, but the idea is you base yourself up, all right, and then just go down and back up. Now you can see my arms shaking. I'm not actually working that hard at it, but that's just the jitteriness of supporting yourself while you're up there. That's the stabilizer muscles having to work, and that's what's great about ring dips, because you're building full body strength. Your core muscles are staying tight. You have to keep your shoulders locked in. You have to keep your lats locked down. So all of a sudden what started as just a tricep exercise has turned into almost a full upper body workout. So again, up here, and we're going to go down and back up again. Now, you can do these as L-sits as well, where you just lift your legs out like this, and down, and back up. Now you can see my abs kind of failed halfway through there. Very difficult to do these with just a straight hanging L-sit. It's also known as a pike in gymnastics, pike position. I call them L-sits just because it's pretty easy to understand. You get sitting in an L shape. So anyway, that's the next level of dips, all right? That's pretty much the final level outside of adding weight. Once you get to a certain point, you have to start adding weight to your dips to really increase your strength still. If you're able to do 10 reps in a set and 3 to 5 sets, you're ready to add weight. And you can add weight a couple of ways. The easiest way that I do it is I've got a backpack and I've got sand that I have measured out in 5 and 10 pound increments, and I just throw a bag of sand in that backpack, throw the backpack on, and do my dips like that. You can also get what's known as a dip belt, which is a big leather belt that goes around your waist, and you go ahead and you tie that up. It's got 2 little chains on it, and you hook weight plates onto the chains, like you use for like any other weightlifting exercise, and you can use that. A regular weightlifting belt will work too, but you still have to find a way to go ahead and secure the weight plates to that. I also have a 6-year-old. He likes to hang on my back sometimes. I do them like that too. But so again, if you're up to 10 reps for 3 to 5 sets, it's time to add weight to your dips, because that's the only way you're really going to grow your strength. If you increase your repetitions, you get more endurance, but you're not going to increase your strength or your power levels. You've got to go ahead and add weight in order to increase strength at that point. So yeah, that's it for dips. They are included in the Ryu Hayabusa Workout, which is the one that we just posted up on the blog. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and click the link below. Very cool workout. What else we got going on? Oh, Care and Feeding of You, most recent book, just went live last night. So go and check that out on the website. Link is also below. That is the second to last chunk of the full How to Be a Game Character book. So if you're one of my pre-order folks, don't worry, we're almost done. Last book's coming your way. If you're not, go ahead and pre-order Be a Game Character, How to Be a Game Character. It's going to have tons of cool stuff in it, made up of 4 different volumes. Care and Feeding of You is one of the biggest chunks. The other real big chunk is RPG Fitness, which is the one's coming out next. Already out is Potions and Power-Ups and Choose Your Class. The 2, Choose Your Class being the intro, and Potions and Power-Ups being kind of the appendix at the end with a whole bunch of different fitness supplements and stuff in it. So go check it out. Links are all below. Until next time, as always, remember to live boldly, change the world, and continue to be awesome.